Yo, what up? What up? What's up, y'all? We back at it again. We here. What's up, y'all? Good morning, Anna. What up, bro? What's up? Good morning, Colleen Washington. Miss Danielle. What's up, Black Barbie? I see the ladies are in here very, very early. What's up, Lexi? What up, Wavy Music Group? Monique Canada. What's up? Jared. What up? Gerard, what up, bro? Pardon me. Talib, what's up? What's going on? I see the bros in here. JE, what's up? Apex, Nevin Reed, what's up, y'all? Truly blessed. What's up? Good to see everybody that's here. And I know the rest of the family gonna be here in a minute. They gonna be here. Shout out to the replay gang. That's the family that's gonna tap in later. Miss 420, what's up, Malaya? Yeah, y'all, we here. We got a few things to talk about today, too. Things starting to heat up out here now. That's what I'm talking about. L. Blaze, what up? What's up, bro? What's good, y'all? Yeah, I see y'all been ready. What up, Wax? What up, Wax Dog? What's popping? I see the homie in here. Yeah, the family already here, man. So I'm the one that's late. But anyway, man, we're going to chop it up today, man. We got a few things to talk about, y'all. We got a few things going on, but it's all adding up to something. That's why I'm sitting back and I'm watching the stage. I'm watching the show. A lot of things is starting to transpire, man. Things starting to heat up, man, because these politics getting real in real life. So y'all know how it works. The more shit get real, the more they going to keep distracting and distracting. But at the same time, we also watching the fall of Hollywood. We watching the fall of hip hop. We watching the whole regime change. We watching the whole world change. So we going to get into some of that. And like I said, it's entertainment purposes only. So relax, enjoy the show, do what you do, and we here. You know what I'm saying? Another day, another breath, another day with a breath of fresh air. So that's what it is. Episode 287, Funnel Fame Live. Welcome to the show. And you already know it's about that time to go, and I stay ready. So let's get it. Cardi B 30th birthday party yesterday. Happy birthday to Cardi B. There was a lot of stuff going on at that party, but there's some things going on around that party where that party really wasn't. That party was like a front because they saying that allegedly Cardi B and Offset, they headed for a divorce, allegedly. But it's based, put it like this. The scope is on Offset. They've been frying Offset for the past 2 weeks. They've been talking about how Offset smashed Quavo girl SAWEETIE, and that's what broke them up. They say Cardi B no, but she been keeping it low key. And you know, before she so-called was going to divorce him and gave him a pass. And this time she's supposed to so-called allegedly is done with him, allegedly. But even though they was at the party together, people saying that was a front. But this is about disloyalty. How a man supposed to be family with another man smashes his woman, disrespects the woman he with, and this is just about disloyalty. But this is what's been going on for a while. We also going to talk about the clown Jim Jones. For a second, I ain't going to give him too much light. I'm going to talk about him for a second, but Jim Jones is a clown. I told y'all this 1,000 times. He had the nerve to come out and say he'd rather go on a dinner date with Diddy than get $1 million. Diddy worship, nut hugging. That's what I call it. Anyway, it's enough of that clown. We're going to get to him later. Let's talk about it real quick. What up, family? What up, Miss LA? What's up? Where you been at? I know y'all be in the background. What's up? Game of Silence. What up? That's right. Lady Love, what's up? Check it out. Now, this was them last night in Hollywood, yesterday, rather. And they say this whole thing is a front. Because Offset been a foul dude. But guess what, y'all? I'm going to say it. Cardi B, she ain't know no better. You know why I'm going to say that? Because Cardi B is from the Bronx. She got on in the Bronx, New York City to be exact, Blood Gang to be exact. That's all part of her career. But she ran to Atlanta to go mess with Offset, and she thought she was going to be better off. But the reason why I say she green, because she had no knowledge of Georgia boys. Shout out to my Georgia boys. ATL, Albany, you know, Savannah. One thing about Georgia boys, they smash chicks. That's what they do. The home of Atlanta, the home of Magic City, and a bunch of other strip clubs. The home of Freaknik. See, Cardi B was green. She ain't know no better. And one thing they do in Georgia, and if anybody from Georgia, you correct me. I see my people Game of Solomon here from Georgia. ATL to be exact. One thing in Georgia, smashing chicks is a culture. That's what they do. Smash chicks, pass them off. They've been doing that shit that's what they do. You know how, like Chicago, they number one thing is being gangster and spinning the block. You know, New York, we the home of rap, being gangster. In Georgia, they the home of smashing chicks. You know, y'all gotta understand that. You think all them colleges there, man, that stuff been going on forever. So them Georgia boys, when it comes to being loyal to one chick, that's very rare. That's very, very rare down there. This is what they do. It's part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Also, Georgia has a high rate of sex offenders and rapists. That's what I'm just saying, man. It's an over-sexualized place. I'm not saying everybody no damn racist. I mean, no rapists. I ain't saying that. Like, I'm just saying smashing chicks in Georgia is a lifestyle. That's how it's always been down there. It's like that in Florida too, other places, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So my point is, Cardi B ran from the Bronx and got a Georgia boy, and she thought she was gonna get better. But I peeped this out years ago, and I met her ex-boyfriend Tommy. You know what I'm saying? Tommy G's, he a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? The one that Cardi B bought the white Beamer for. He a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't speaking about all that their relationship and all that. But all I know is when she ran the ATL and thought she got with Offset, her life was going, I knew she had already messed up because she had no clue about a Georgia boy. You feel me? Shout out to my Georgia boys. So my point is this, man. They saying that this whole relationship at this point is a stunt, it's a front, because Offset is a low down, dirty dude. Mind you, out of all the chicks he could have smashed, he smashed his family member's girl. But we know it takes two to tangle. So that's why Quavo and Takeoff, which are the new Migos, because they announced that they're officially over with. They got the song called Messy, and they speaking about how the whole situation got messy because of what Offset did. But anyway, a Cardi B party yesterday, you know, Hollywood came out, the Holly weirdos. The only one that looked like he had some sense was Jamie Foxx. You see how Jamie Foxx, a multi-millionaire, he come basic in a basic Nike jogger suit because he already know he rich. But the rest of them, half of them was looking like weirdos. Like they were looking like wannabe white people or something. I don't know. Shout out to my white people. I'm just saying. You got a lot of people that's, when they get money, they become culture vultures. Anyway, but Jamie Foxx got denied from the party. So it went left from the beginning. Jamie Foxx pulled up, thought he was about to get in. They tried to say that man had too many guests when the whole time that man is Hollywood elite. That's Hollywood elite. So Jamie Foxx felt offended and he left. And then the bodyguards ran out to try to get him to come back in. He was like, nah, I'm good. Because they try to disrespect that man and make it like he was a nobody. Like he was going to bring in a whole bunch of people with trouble, but some of them was just his people and his bodyguards. He came to show Cardi B love, but he got disrespected. Jamie Foxx is you know, y'all know he up on the ladder in that Hollywood thing. So that right there rubbed Jamie the wrong way, and it made Cardi B it made her party look ratchet. It made it look like it wasn't on that level. So anyway, like I said, Jamie Foxx tried to get in. They tried to play him. So then when they realized they messed up, because they told him it was too packed, he couldn't get in. Probably it was. And they said they didn't have no VIP section ready for that man. So he said, you know what? I'm about to go back. He hopped out the Bentley, everything. He ready to go up in there and show Cardi love. Bouncers try to play him. He just said, you know what? I'm good. And then they ran out, trying to kiss his ass, try to get him to come back in. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, at that point, he was like, I'm up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So That just shows you how the party started going left. But anyway, this ain't too much about that party because it wasn't too much going on. You know, people like Chance the Rapper was there, Wale, it was a bunch of lames there, you ask me. YG, it wasn't really lit like that. I'm gonna be real. If Nicki had a party, probably been better than that. But it's not about that. It's about it was all a front. Because they saying Cardi B marriage is in crisis after Offset SAWEETIE rumors. The only reason why I'm speaking on this because this is an example of disloyalty and how you got dudes that'll do the most lowest things now. Anytime you smash your homeboy girl, y'all in the same group, y'all get money together, and you willing to sacrifice y'all whole history, y'all bag for some you know what. That's how I say Offset is a low down dirty dude. And we know Offset only think with one head, not his big head. We already know that. How many times he got caught cheating? Well, every time he got caught cheating, that was disrespect to Cardi B. Meaning Cardi B supposed to have been the biggest rapper at the time, the most clout, and he running around here smashing birds and getting caught. So she should already knew he was disloyal. But what she do after that, y'all? After she already knew he was disloyal, she had more kids by her, which proves that she even more slower. That's just a fact. You feel me? So Offset has no principles, no morals, and he'll smash anything. But now he playing house because he been finessing this woman. Another thing I want to show you about that picture. Remember when I told y'all months ago, I told y'all baggy clothes coming back out? Remember I told y'all they trying to bring back baggy clothes? Well, here you see it for yourself. What Offset got on? The only thing is they're making it super baggy now. But I told y'all they bringing baggy clothes back. This is the show for predictions. Salute to everybody. I see y'all up in here cooking. Yeah, that's right. They family. They family. You know what I'm saying? And this man smashed his family member's girl and then disrespected his own wife. Then he want to smile on everybody else's face. And that's and maybe Lil Baby and 4PF, they already know Offset is a grimy dude. That's why they beat him up a couple years ago. Beat him up, had that boy running. And that's the real reason why he got beef with Quality Control. Because Offset got beef with Lil Baby and them. Lil Baby has been 100% backed. Appreciate that Wavy Music Group. Thanks. Salute. Quality Control. See, y'all got to remember, MIGOS was the first on that label. But since Lil Baby came out, they put all their resources behind Lil Baby and they put MIGOS on the back burner. So they've been feeling a certain way since then, especially Offset. That's why you got to remember. Remember, y'all. Remember Lil Baby got people to put hands on Offset. Boom. Then after Quavo broke up with SAWEETIE, who took SAWEETIE on a shopping spree? Lil Baby. Whole time they label mates. But Lil Baby was sending shots at the Migos because he felt like the Migos was hating on him. But a lot of this start from Offset. Offset is the one that started a lot of this drama. Keep in mind, y'all, too. Did you know Offset used to be a dancer for Whitney Houston? He was dancing in the Whitney Houston video when he was a young boy. So Offset ain't just a nobody. He might be the son of somebody elite. We don't know. But I think, look, y'all know about handlers. I think Offset was sent to be Cardi B's handler from the beginning. That's what I think. And for those that know what a handler is, you know what I'm talking about. Because if you see, ever since he came in her life been all over the place. Cardi B was loved by everybody. You feel me? She was known for her realness, sincerity, her down-to-earth mentality. But it's something changed with her from dealing with Offset. And she got caught up in that celebrity lifestyle when the whole time Offset could have been sent at her to keep her in order and get her to move to Atlanta. But the whole time before that, Cardi B had a solid circle around her, and they kept her protected. That's a fact. But she left her circle and ran to Atlanta, and she thought that was going to help her out a lot. It did, but now she's being made a mockery. They've been cooking Cardi B on Twitter. They've been frying her. And guess what? Quavo ain't dealing with none of them. That's why they got the song Messy. And everybody know that Quavo and SAWEETIE they was considered to be a nice couple, you know. Also, like I told y'all, in my opinion, Quavo ain't do no funny stuff. You ain't see Quavo with no dress. You ain't see Quavo do nothing funny. Quavo was representing a dude, a young man in love with his chick. Even though he's a gangster rapper, my point is, I told y'all it's about imagery. They don't like these type of images. Mind you, when you at peace and you show that love with your woman, they don't like that. You got to be either too gangster, you got to be showing fruity behavior. They don't like that. So look, you already knew that somebody was already going to plot to break that relationship up. And don't forget, Sweetie is MC Hammer's niece. So they was a good couple. And they was always together. So you come on, y'all. You already know. Look, you got to be a hater to try to come between something like that. Mind you, you already had your own girl Offset. You already was playing house. But you seen the love they had, and maybe you got a little jealous. You can tell Quavo love that girl, man. You see? And like I told y'all, how many other rappers portray that image? Because it's not cool. It's not cool to kiss your woman in front of everybody. It's not cool when you're a rapper now. See, but you can be around your boys, and you could dress funny. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you show love to a woman, they don't like that. Some people don't like that. You feel me? So it looked like Offset is a distractor. Why you broke up the group, and now you breaking up your own household? For what? That's the whole purpose. You can smash any chick that you want to smash, but you want to smash your homeboy chick. That's why Quavo in Takeoff dropped the song Messy, because the whole shit is messy. Quavo also told the Breakfast Club that the Migos group is over for personal reasons, leading to even greater speculation. Like I said, this stuff been going on for a minute. I ain't speak on it because I wanted some more stuff to play out. You feel me? So that's what that's about. But I've been watching it, and it's starting to heat up because more facts are starting to come out. And they saying that, one, the Migos broke up because of Offset. For two, he smashed Sweetie and cheated on Cardi B. And they also said that Sweetie and Cardi was cool, but Cardi is so embarrassed, she downplaying it, and she trying to hide the facts. And she trying to act like everything is normal, but everybody already know the truth. Allegedly. You feel me? So this is about disloyalty. And this is why you got to watch who you be around. That's what I'm trying to tell people. The days of my homeboy and all this shit, that shit out the window. Unless y'all really on some real type of time, man, I'm just trying to tell y'all, man, this is the time we in. This also was what? Part of that narrative of I smashed your chick. I smashed your girl. You know, that became trendy when niggas was proud to smash another man's girl. You know what I'm saying? So that just shows you what Offset has no self-control. He has no loyalty. And he is a perfect example of what they call an F-boy. For those that know what I'm saying. Messy, Quavo seemingly alludes to Offset hooking up with his ex-girlfriend, Sweetie. And he kicked the rap. You feel me? Bitch, F my dog behind my back. But I ain't stressing. Not at all. You wanted the gang, you should have just said it. We would have had blessed it. You should have just said it. Now, shit got messy. That's why the whole thing is messy, and Cardi B knows it's messy. She in the middle of it, and she just trying to act like everything's smooth. You feel me? So that's why I say everything is about to hit the fan, because either she gonna stay with him or she ain't. But like I said, maybe all of this was a plan. Maybe Offset knew exactly what he was doing. Maybe he was hating. Maybe he was jealous, because ever since when Sweetie and Quavo got together, they was together all the time. They was actually having more fun when Offset was doing his cheating and they was going and embarrassing Cardi. Quavo and Sweetie still was chilling. And I told you, they been was cooking Offset. Check it out. Look, they been was frying that nigga on Twitter. Offset sneaking out the house to cheat while Cardi B busy beefing on Twitter. Because beefing online is a distraction. So while she beefing online with Nicki and talking her talk, coming at the Tasha K, all this talk. Look, whole time Offset out here smashing. You feel me? So I'm just trying to show y'all how they've been slaying Cardi B. They've been clowning her left and right. So that's what's going on. I'm talking about they're clowning her real bad. They taking her little kid pictures, comparing it to her new pictures. They saying how she jacking Nicki, man. They frying her. So that's why I'm saying we watching the end of a lot of stuff. As you see, this is what's trending right now. That's Quavo said that she smashed his dog. You feel me? And Cardi B knows this. They say Cardi B knows. She been knew, but she's in denial. They say first she was in denial. Now shit hitting the fan. She pushed to the limit, and they looking at what she gonna do. One of her so-called friends said she wanted a divorce, but it ain't proven fact yet. See, people are thinking Quavo hints at rumors that Saweetie cheated on him with Offset and new song Messy. See that? Messy. So Cardi B is in the middle of something messy, and her whole birthday celebration was something like fraudulent, meaning it was a birthday party, but it wasn't no real players there. It was a lot of off-brand people there. You feel me? Only one real pulled up was Jamie Foxx, and he didn't get in. You feel me? You had Wale there, and man, Tiger. I ain't even gonna talk about that. It wasn't even worth showing the pictures. But anyway, now let's move on to something serious, something else that's going on. I'm gonna show you. Now, mind you, Cardi B at this same exact time is still coming for Tasha K. And like I told y'all when this whole story broke, they're trying to make it where you can't talk about celebrities no more. But remember, I said everything is all alleged information, because if you wasn't there, it's all alleged. But now they're trying to make it where you can't talk about people, or you can't speak no truth. You can't reveal no real, you know what I'm saying, facts or conspiracy, whatever it is, you can't. They trying to make it where you can't. Why you think, bro, like you see Wax, what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. This is why people keep getting their channels zapped. Niggas are telling on people. You got people, they keep running to the YouTube police. You got people calling Google direct. People calling Facebook direct, Instagram. They're trying to get people shut down. They suing people. And this all is just making it hot, because it all also applies with them already watching the algorithm. I told y'all a lot of times y'all comments get jacked up in the comment section. I might not see your comment the 2-3 days later, according to what the algorithm think you said. If it even think you said something, it's going to hold your comment. You put too many emojis, it's going to hold. I'm trying to tell you, they've been slowly but surely trying to control things, just like my people said already where. Like in China. In China, you can't be on the internet anytime. You can't say anything you want to say. They doing it here right now. That's why I already know with the shadow banning, all this stuff is going somewhere with it. And I told y'all back then, they're making it hot. Anytime. Now, let me tell you something too. I know this for a fact because I've been on YouTube, right? Everybody was on Twitter and Instagram. But see, the thing is, everybody brought that energy to YouTube. And that's what's making it hot. Because you got to remember, YouTube is now the discussion in courtrooms, in courthouses, federal courts, state courts, which means YouTube is getting hot. It's hot. It's hot. Due to the people they label conspiracy theorists, due to the so-called hate groups, YouTube is hot. Therefore, they are eventually shutting it down little by little. I'm telling you what I see. And this is also part of that agenda of making YouTube hot, where they basically trying to say that you might get big, but you're not going to be able to say what you want. And they also know that people been getting big off trending topics. That's why I told y'all, it's not too many people going to go viral no more. The only person still going viral is Charleston White. It don't matter what you feel about Charleston White. I do not agree with that man. I do not co-sign him telling on people. But one thing you got to understand about Charleston White, he told you he gonna tell on you. So if that man told you he'll tell on you and you still mess with him, you stupid. If he told you he gonna tell and you still hang with him, that's on you. But other than that, in this internet game, Charleston White is he basically the king of YouTube right now. And I'm also gonna say even he making it hot. Because T.I. is threatening to tell on him. T.I. making Charleston White hot, which making YouTube hot. Because everybody's looking at YouTube now as the place where people spread negativity and negative lies and negative rumors and hate speech. YouTube is becoming hot right now, y'all. And this is what part of start of it. But my point is this is why I'm speaking on it. Check it out. Cardi B has not only made moves to garnish the bank account of the blogger who owes her $3 million, but is attempting to seize any profits from the woman's YouTube videos. According to court documents obtained by RadarOnline.com, Cardi B has informed Google to hold any money owed to the blogger Tasha K. You see how that just made it hot? According to court documents, that means that YouTube is a topic of discussion in the United States courtroom, which means attention is on YouTube that never used to be here. But it didn't just start there. And I'm going to show you where it started from. But I'm showing you the pattern that they're going hard. All this shit about to get shut down. And what I mean by that, you're not going to be able to say and do what you want. That's why I already know where I stand, because the way I'm coming, man, I ain't going to really have I'm trying to tell y'all. As we previously reported, the blogger owes Cardi B millions after a jury found the rapper defamed the Bodak Yellow rapper. Cardi took issue with Tasha, claiming she was into hard drugs, previously worked as an escort, and that she had an STD. The allegations were made in a series of YouTube videos posted on Tasha's channel. Exactly. If I'm not mistaken, that's around the time when I first got on to Tasha K. It was 2018. I remember. And I remember when she was going in on these topics. And she was pulling up some Cardi homegirls, and her homegirls also was speaking on it. So it wasn't like Tasha K was just making it up. It was so-called Cardi B homegirls pulling up, saying stuff. And I'm going to be real. This is what took Tasha to another level. This is what made her blow up. She already had clout before that, but that took her to another level. That made her a household name when she came at Cardi. And she did generate revenue, but my point is, you see, it's in the once it went to the courtroom, and now she got the courts trying to garnish her wages. That means the courts are sticking a business all inside of YouTube. They got a communication with YouTube. So anytime Tasha K revenue is made, YouTube could report it to the courts or whatever, garnish the wages, whatever. They making a whole platform hot. But guess what? I'm gonna show you the man that originally made the platform hot. And I already told y'all this. It's Alex Jones. You was on the internet in 2009-10, you know about Alex Jones. Alex Jones was the first commercial person to talk about the Illuminati, all this stuff that's going on. He was the first one starting all this conspiracy theory and exposing and being a whistleblower. And he used to have whistleblowers on his show. He got put off the internet a couple years ago. He got his own webpage. My point is, everything you see in this conspiracy thing, a lot of that came from Alex Jones. But Alex Jones got it from somebody. Bill Cooper, I already told y'all this 1,000 times, wrote a book called Behold the Pale Horse in the 90s. Bill Cooper had a radio show in the early 2000s. Bill Cooper died the same exact year as the World Trade. Bill Cooper was the first one to reveal half the stuff we talk about now. He was a naval officer with the government. He was the first one talking about a lot of the stuff you see now. And when he died, Alex Jones took Bill Cooper's spot. He took Bill Cooper's following. Bill Cooper, Behold the Pale Horse. All right? And that's how all that stuff started coming online. Also, Bill Cooper had a lot of his Bill Cooper had a YouTube page, and he had a whole bunch of his shows online. They took all that. I told you, they took all that whistleblower stuff. They took all Alex Jones and them was the ones exposing that Obama. They was the ones exposing all the shadiness within America. It was Alex Jones. And Alex Jones got to pay $1 billion. See that? This is what made YouTube hot. This is why they now are going to make it where anybody just can't say anything. And that includes people like me. And I feel like this whole stage is being set to deal with censorship. You know why Alex Jones is getting sued for $1 billion? For those who don't know, because Alex Jones said that Sandy Hook was a hoax, allegedly. That's why you can't use the word hoax on YouTube neither no more. He said that Sandy Hook was a hoax, allegedly. And that's why his ass he getting sued for $1 billion. So he also got ran up. YouTube had to start his own website. Same thing Tasha K doing right now. She got her own website because she understands her days on YouTube are limited. But it's not just about them. It's about everybody. That's why I told you. That's why you think they've been controlling who go viral and who don't. You're not going viral no more. I already told y'all that. That's my opinion. Because they got it all controlled now. Soon as you start getting too hot, you heating up, they check your content, they see what you're about. Nah. Only unless you pulling Charleston White shenanigans. Now, we know Charleston White always doing something because he understands the internet game. But one thing you got to understand about Charleston White, I know you got a lot of dudes on here that's big YouTubers. You got dudes on here doing their thing, getting their numbers, but that ain't the point. What do y'all notice about Charleston White? I'm gonna see if y'all catch this. If you notice, the thing about Charleston White, he like the only YouTuber that can always get rappers to respond because he get under their skin. And he's a troll. He'll sit and tell you he a troll, and he make people mad on purpose. And y'all be going for that shit. People really be getting mad at Charleston White. When he a dude you don't take serious, you laugh, it is what it is, and it is what it is. Niggas be taking that man serious, and he told you he gonna tell on you. He done said that over a year ago, he gonna tell. But nobody took him serious. They ain't believe him. They said when a person tell you who they is, believe him or show you, he told you. But my thing is, if you notice, Charleston White, he is one of the most successful YouTubers right now. You know why? That man, they talk about him on TMZ. He sit down with all the big platforms. And he is one of the only ones that celebrities actually respond to, and they know who he is. The rest of these dudes claim to be big YouTubers, don't nobody pay them no mind. They don't take them serious. And they never gonna go viral again. But you see, every once in a while, at least once a month, Charleston White go viral. The same thing when he so-called shot himself, that was him playing the internet because he played the internet game. He's a troll. But one thing I did not know that Charleston White was 52 years old. So that makes it even worse that an older brother is out here trolling people and they keep going for it. You feel me? But he got under T.I.'s skin. He got T.I. so pissed. T.I. is mad at his people because none of his people came to his defense when Charleston White called him a rat. And Charleston White been clowning him and his son. Even though what Charleston White said was some real talk. Why? Did I not speak on that a couple weeks ago when I spoke about T.I.'s son and I said that T.I. is prepping his son to be looked at as a gangster on purpose, and he want to market his son as a gangster? He trying to get his son street cred. Did I not say that weeks ago for those that listen to this show? I told y'all that. Charleston White peeped the same thing. I told you Lil Boosie and T.I. is trying to put their son in a position to have a TV show, and just so happened T.I. and Lil Boosie both on Empire Records. They working together. Charleston White seen the play, therefore he's coming at both of them. See, Charleston White, he be saying clown stuff, he be clowning, but he see a lot of real stuff too. On top of that, he mix it all up, kind of like the formula I be using. When you play dumb, but you say real stuff out your mouth. Now, like I said, all that him calling police on people and all that, I don't condone that. But like I said, he told you what he gonna do, and you niggas still be playing with the boy. Know what I'm saying? So that's what you get. That's what you get. Once a person tell me one time they about calling the police, I'm leaving them alone. That's it. But nah, y'all still keep playing with him. And that's why he keep trolling y'all. All he's doing is trolling, getting paid. You feel me? Check it out. Charleston White. They say that boy is worth $1.5 million. That's what they say. But he said he's 52 years old, out here trolling people. He got people going crazy. They say that man worth 1.5. Now, I don't know if that's fact, because I seen a so-called big YouTuber that shit say he would worth 1.20 million. And I knew that was bogus because one story said it was worth 100,000. Another one said 200,000. One said 500,000. One said 100. I said, man, that shit bogus. But Charleston White, his net worth was consistent. But they say that boy worth 1.5 million. And that's not all from his YouTube channel. So now you see, that's also why the rappers respond to him, because they know his money's a little bit up. But you notice the rappers respond to Charleston White. Certain people can say their name all day, they ain't gonna respond. because at this point, he is like at the top of, like, I ain't talking number wise, I'm talking clout wise. Anytime TMZ cover Charleston White and things like that, that's when you up there. We already know Vlad. I'm just showing you the internet game. But T.I. is making it hot. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. T.I. is making it hot because he's trying to make it like Charleston White is slandering him and his family on YouTube. See, they putting YouTube in the mix, making it like YouTube is allowing Charleston White to slander his family. So that's why YouTube is becoming super hot right now. And T.I. was sitting here whining and crying, talking about he mad. Look, this man mad at his family. He mad at his family and friends. He mad at his homeboy, his people. He talking about all the people he looked out for, all the people he did nice things for. He basically was saying nobody's coming for his defense. Why, T.I.? Because you did tell. Nigga, you got caught with silences, bro. Your street cred been out the window. You know that. You know. I mean, we heard about the allegations with that girl in your house. I'm just saying that a lot of people washing their hands of you because they might feel like you a fraud, bro. And you talk that talk, but you done tried it. You done try to be a comedian. You done try to be on Black Power movement. You down with you was running with the politician, the Democrats. I mean, you all over the place, T.I., so people don't know who you are. And nobody's going to jump to your defense to end their career. Why? Maybe they don't want Charleston White on their ass. And maybe they feel like this your payback. Who knows? But you know for a fact, T.I., you've been grooming your son to be a gangster, and you know he not, because you know King could bring in some revenue to the family. King could be the one to keep y'all legacy going. That's why I said weeks ago, in my opinion, T.I. is grooming his son to do what he's doing. So he can create a persona that he got some type of gangster in him. Y'all know that. That's my opinion. And he mad, and I feel like T.I. mad because Charleston White exposing his ass. You trying to be slick and get clout through your son, nigga. That's what you doing. That's how I see it. That's why ain't no way in hell your son raised in a mansion in a gated community, a nice life, and now he running around acting crazy. Like he ain't got no sense. And you don't know. Come on now, stop playing. Stop playing. So we see the play. And what I told y'all, I said they're grooming their kids. So your kids will follow their kids. I already told y'all that. That's why I told y'all. We breaking all the codes. We breaking all the curses around here. We not following. Our kids ain't going to grow up following your son, T.I., and they're not following your son, Lil Boosie. So on that part, I agree with Charleston White. And he trolling all of their ass. That's all he doing. And guess what else? That shit making YouTube hot. And YouTube is going to be censored. Pretty soon, it's going to be censored. Because guess what? You got to remember the QAnon movement. Remember QAnon? Y'all remember that? All of that stuff applies on why they slowing it down. The only way you're going to get out there, you got to be acting a fool. You got to be talking ignorance. You got to be, you know what I'm saying? You got to be, I'm telling you, you got to be super dumbed down. Other than that, they watching. So let's continue on real quick. I'll get back to that. Salute to the chat. I'm still checking on y'all. King Hannibal. Check it out. They saying Brandy reportedly hospitalized after suffering a seizure in her home. Was I not just talking about Brandy the other day? And I told you Ray J with Brandy, brother. It's some funny stuff going on right now, y'all. I can't even put my finger on all of it. Was Brandy in the house playing around with the fatty? All these seizures and strokes. Mind you, you're supposed to be rich people. They look, y'all, they can afford personal trainers, eat the best of food. They got money. Where they stress coming from? What is going on? Or are they in the house playing around with some of these drugs? And I'm not saying that. It's all alleged. I'm not saying Brandy did nothing. But I know what that fentanyl do, and I know what some of these drugs be doing. And you was up under Whitney, and maybe you got a lot of guilt on you because allegedly you had a vehicular homicide. People don't even know Brandy got a body. You feel me? That's why I told you I'm going to get into that Whitney Houston story. And they was trying to get Brandy to replace Whitney Houston from the beginning, but it never worked. They was on the same label. Clyde Davis went and got her too. And what y'all have to remember for people that's really on point, know what I'm talking about. Before Whitney Houston died, when Clyde Davis was sitting down with Brandy and Monica, Whitney Houston gave Brandy a note in front of Clyde Davis. To this day, nobody knows what that note said. Next thing you know, weeks later, days later, Whitney Houston was dead. And Brandy never said what was on that note. I'm telling you, I've been on this thing a long time. I remember that. Brandy is not innocent in nothing. And you got to remember, her brother was the one allegedly dealing with Whitney when she died. It's some funny stuff going on, I'm telling y'all, and it's starting to come to the light. So when I see Brandy hospitalized after a seizure, ain't no telling what she was doing in that crib. Health officials responded to a call to Brandy's Los Angeles home after some sort of medical emergency. And then you got to remember, if it's an OD, they ain't going to say it. If it's drug-related, they're going to downplay it. Some sort of medical emergency. Listen to the key word. Some sort of what the hell does that mean? Either it was this or it was that. It was this, some sort of medical emergency. While details surrounding the Put It Down singer's condition are scarce, sources close to the situation allege she suffered a seizure. Remember when Lil Wayne was drinking all that lean? Did he not have seizures? When Rick Ross was getting lit, did he not have seizures? All right. But like I said, these two been abducted by Hollywood since they was kids. They don't know nothing either. These are Hollywood children right here, y'all. They got to remember that. These are Hollywood's children. These people, they're another two brother and sister that probably got pimped out by their parents. You know why? Because they never had a childhood neither. They was in Hollywood as kids. They in Hollywood now still going through it. And that's why you got to understand when the Reaper come to collect, that's why you see them going through it right now. The other day, did Ray J allegedly, so-called, say he was going to commit suicide allegedly? Mighty funny. The same week he was going to commit suicide, his sister had a seizure. Do you see what's going on? You also could see back in his picture, Ray J was getting his eyebrows arched because they were being groomed to be who they are to this day. They are Hollywood weirdos. They are Hollywood kid weirdos. Trust me when I tell you. They never grew up in the real world neither. They've been around that Hollywood stuff their whole life. They was groomed to be who they are. But my point is this. Hollywood is crumbling. That's why they all turning on each other. What else, y'all? I ask you another question. How many new things you see coming out? How many new TV shows you see coming out? New movies, new music, new shows, anything. All that shit is dried up. But y'all remember in the 90s, it was a bunch of shows out, wasn't it? Everybody was able to land a deal somewhere, whether it was a TV show, a movie, a series, a doc, whatever. Y'all know entertainment was different. Y'all know, for those who really know, I'm going to break it down. Look, people that really know the game, every Tuesday is when some new music will come out, a new movie, and y'all know every Friday a new movie will come out or new music. That was a ritual in America. We already knew that, see? Every Tuesday, new music will come out. But my point is, you'll see now all that new, it's nothing new coming out like that. That means it's drying up. I spoke about this. That's why you see half of these actors, prominent actors, they doing low-level jobs. Remember back then when they was doing their movies, they would look down on a TV show. Ain't no way in hell they was doing no TV show. Ain't no way in hell they was doing no commercial. They wanted big films. Now you see they taking any job they can get. And when you live a lavish lifestyle off a Hollywood movie budget, and that movie budget don't come in no more, and you got to sustain on mansions and condos, you see what happened, right? They start collapsing. That's what's going on right now. They all folded, y'all. It's going to take a process, but like I said, by the time Moneybag Joe get out of office, you're going to see some changes. You're going to see everything looking different. And for Brandy to have a seizure, I don't know what got her stressed. I thought she was healthy. I didn't know healthy people just have seizures out the blue, but hey, who knows? I know a lot of them be up in that mansion and they be partying. You feel me? But let's continue on, because mind you, Ray J is playing the game too. It's a lot of games being played, y'all. Kanye West and Ray J attend Candace Owens' premiere and bizarre reunion. I told y'all, we already know what. Kanye West up under Trump. Ray J done sat down with Trump. But Kanye is getting a lot of flack for those comments he made. Some people say he a walking dead man right now. I'm not going that far, but I know that they under the microscope, and guess what else? They making social media hot. Because you got to remember, For Kanye West to come on social media and say what he said about the so-called Jews, that is creating drama, because they're going to try to make it where you just can't come online and say what you want to say no more. They're going to try to make you be held accountable for what you say. This is the game they playing, just like China. It's already in China right now. You cannot say what you want to say on no damn internet. But I'm just showing y'all the narrative. Follow the narrative. Kanye West in constant talks with Candace Owens. Friends believe she's influencing him. See that? Kanye has got to be the dummy. He don't got his own mind. He can't. You got to remember, told you, when you speak some type of truth, you ranting, or what else they going to say, y'all? They're going to say you having a meltdown. So that's why you see everything going all over the place instead of people addressing what he said. Because people don't want to end their career. And they don't want to end their platform. You feel me? But look, Kim Kardashian hasn't spoken to Kanye West about bizarre outbursts as pals fear he's having a psychiatric meltdown. See that? That man said one potent thing. I'm not going to repeat it. I said it on the episode. I ain't trying to get shut down. We know what he said about the Israelites. Now he's having a psychiatric meltdown. See that? But when he rapping, he's selling his merch, everybody getting paid. Kanye cool. But I'm telling you, some things he said, he being fried. Meaning, they going hard on what that boy said. But you ain't seen nobody go hard on what Greg Popovich said. Because Kanye West ain't supposed to say what he said. For those that don't know what he said, man, do your damn research. All right? And then you'll see why Kanye West is under attack. And like I said, it happens every time. Like I told you, they're going to turn you against your people. So when they do something right, you ain't going to acknowledge it. Did I not tell y'all that? I told you, when they wrong, they wrong. When they clowns, they clown. But when they say something right, you got to acknowledge that too. He said some of the realest things ever spoken. Two people that said some of the realest things ever this month. Kanye West, Greg Popovich. And you ain't seen not one so-called black person rally behind nothing they said. You ain't seen them speak on it. You ain't seen them try to ride the wave and trend. They stayed far away from them topics, y'all. I'm telling you. But all of this is also planning the shutdown of censorship and shadow banning. That's what all this is about. That's my opinion. All of this, from Kanye West rants, Candace Owens rants, the Charleston White drama with T.I., because we know T.I. snitch. T.I. gonna try to get that man channel shut down. He making YouTube hot. And what Cardi B did with Tasha K, all that shit deal with censorship. Alex Jones, censorship. See that? That's why in America, if you think you're free to say whatever you want, you dumb. You ain't noticed that? See? Censorship, making it hot, censorship. All this is going in a direction of censorship, meaning making people shut up and be quiet, and you can't say certain things out your mouth, especially if it's the truth. You feel me? Now let's continue on. Because I was talking about Patti LaBelle, I think yesterday, right? I was just talking about her. Check it out. Boom. Remember I said how they try to keep putting people out that your people grew up to so they can worship them forever? Well, I missed this. But a couple of weeks ago, Patti LaBelle was on stage and looked like she damn near died. Patti LaBelle was on stage performing and had to shut it down. Allegedly, her stomach was hurting. But I did not know that Patti LaBelle was 78 years old. And she's still out here. Mind you, she got money too. She is still out here performing. About to die. 78. Patti LaBelle, it's time you chill and enjoy your money and relax. And we ain't forgive you for them patty pies, because them patty pies is disgusting. And I mean, this is when I peeped the viral game years ago with that patty pie stuff too. Y'all don't know that whole thing with patty pies was a setup. That dude was paid to go viral off them patty pies. This when I've been peeped the marketing. They were doing marketing schemes back in 2016 and 15. That's when they started all the marketing schemes on social media where they was picking and choosing who was going to go viral. Half the people that went viral was bought to go viral and sent to go viral. All that shit was controlled. But that's why when you try to go viral now, you can't go viral. No matter what you say, no matter how many pictures you take, you ain't going to go viral because they shut that down. And I told you, half of the people that came and that wave of 2015, 2016 that went viral, that was like the last wave. I'm telling y'all. But Patty damn near died on stage, y'all. That's right. James Brown the same way. They say James Brown was the hardest working man in show business. He was still performing to the day he died. But it's crazy because her net worth is like 60 mil. She's not broke at all. But I think the elites be calling her up and making her do these shows to keep the older people docile and distracted. You feel me? But at the same time, she's still a walking bag. So if we can sell out arena with Patty, and we're gonna just keep, you feel me? You know how they do the Earth, Wind, and Fire. They always gonna keep getting money off of them. When Patti LaBelle should have really been retired. So the way it's looking, y'all, they're trying to work this woman to death too. Because she damn near she got real sick. She got sick on stage in the middle of her show and had to leave, and they had to do her verses. They had to do her part. You feel me? And I did not know that she was 78 years old. I didn't know that. That means she damn near 80. You feel me? Patty is up there, man. She's supposed to be relaxing. She ain't supposed to be on nobody's stage with a hot outfit on and all them flashing lights. You know what I'm saying? She ain't supposed to be doing that. But sometimes, maybe because you got to remember, she from that era where she might feel like she got to keep doing it or they might put her lights out. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it go. So, like I said, man, Patty, that's right, Miss Deja. The patty pies disgusting. They've been disgusting. Man, that was a front too. Because guess what? Those wasn't patty pies. They just paid her to put her name on them. They got the peach cobbler, all that. They just put her name on it. She got a bag for putting her name on it. That woman ain't make them pies, man. Walmart got paid. And they still getting paid. Yep. But Patty, she damn near kicked the bucket on stage. That's my opinion. Hopefully she good. And for real, Patty, you need to chill out. For real. They need to stop pushing her to do these shows because, you know what I'm saying? We already got enough passed away entertainers before their time. And she made it to 78. So she need to enjoy her last days and enjoy her money, enjoy her life, her grandkids. Patti LaBelle does not need to be on nobody's stage. You feel me? But you know how they work. You know they're gonna work them till they in the ground, man, and then try to take all their publishing and all their estate. So anyway, let's move on to some of y'all big homie, y'all big OG. Ah, man. One of the first videos I did when I first came out was Jim Jones Been Told. And after that, I seen a lot of people going to the topic. They went into it on different levels. I seen a lot of people ignore. I seen a lot of things going on, but this ain't about Jim Jones. I don't care about that man. And I told people, I'm going to say it again for the 1,000th time. The only reason why I do not like this man, because I know for a fact a lot of people got that died over this man and went to jail over this man, and he never apologized. That's my only thing with this man. He know it. He knows it. Y'all have no clue how many people got killed over this man right here. Try to hold him down. Support him. It's people got killed at shows in multiple states over this man. And he was the Jim Jones reincarnated. The original Jim Jones was the fake pastor that led all them people to slaughter. He took on that energy and he led a whole bunch of people to slaughter. And his first album is called On My Way to Church, just like the real Jim Jones was in church. This man know what he was doing from day one. That's why I don't like him. He's a fraud. I heard him the other day talking that black brother. People come online trying to down black people. Man, fuck, I'm telling you. They always want to use that black talk when it's because I'm sick of these dudes. No. Who's to say you ain't mixed with something else? You ain't black enough. You look like an Arab, Jimmy. You look like an Arab mixed with a black. I don't know what you is. But I know one thing, you're suspect. That's my opinion. Because you said something lame as fuck yesterday. Jim Jones sparks $1 million in cash or dinner with Diddy. Do you see this man hugging Diddy nuts? You know why he hugging Diddy nuts? Because Diddy has been being exposed by Mace. And if you know about Mace, Mace is responsible for Jimmy's career. Jimmy already told you how he was influenced by Mace. Jim Jones was Mace's #1 hater at one time. Y'all know that for those who know their history. And this is Jim Jones' way of trying to get close to Puff. Basically, you know how they do. They like females. Puff gonna be like, well, when I was under attack, why nobody didn't come to my defense? Why nobody didn't come help me? Same thing T.I. saying, right? Then I just tell you, T.I.'s mad at his fellow peers because nobody's coming to his defense against Charleston White. Well, Diddy is gonna feel the same way. You see my name being dragged online. Why you ain't stand by? Why nobody ain't stand by me? So Jim Jones know the game. That's why he's trying to come to Puff defense and put himself in a trend. Talking about he'd rather have a date with Diddy. Like Diddy got all the answers. Like Diddy gonna teach him game. Diddy gonna give him some blessings of knowledge. He'd rather do that than get $1 million. Mind you, y'all, this the same man that made his woman get on her knee to marry his bitch ass. See? Remember what I told y'all that? I just told you. Check it out. Remember when I told you this image is forbidden in hip-hop? Due to the fact they want to cater to the rainbow community? See that? This is what Jim Jones never wanted to do with Chrissy. He been with that woman forever, but at the same time, she been his backbone. But not only that, that man act like he was he didn't want to marry that woman. Like it was going to be a big problem. Like it wasn't cool. See that? He didn't want to marry Chrissy, made that woman get on her knee to marry him. Had that girl crying. But this is the same man that'll tell you he'll sit down with another man. I told you these dudes are frauds. They're clowns. I'm telling you, it's a lot of knockoff, off-brand New York niggas. And they all made New York look bad to the point where a lot of you niggas got me ashamed to wear a New York Yankee hat. You niggas are fucking disgusting and despicable. You're fucking frauds. I'm being 100. And half of you niggas ain't never put in no real work. That's a fact. And I'm not talking about swinging a knife. I'm not talking about jumping nobody. You have not put in no work. You have not took the New York East Coast thing. You have not took it worldwide and came back home. You have not done nothing but ride the wave, capitalize, sell a B, get paid, get the clout, be a fashion blood. But when it was time to put in real work and hold it down, most of y'all have folded. And you still folding, and you're fraud. You're trying to live in the past, bring something back that's already dead. And I said it. So he's a fraud. And this a lot of y'all big homie, because you feel like one day he's going to look out for you. You feel like one day he's going to give you a pat on the back. And that's the problem. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. Meanwhile, this man on goddamn federal recordings. This man been in cars with all type of drugs on high-speed chase from police. Nobody don't know nothing. Everything, man, I ain't got time for none of y'all, man. Y'all need to grow up. Y'all need to grow up. This ain't the 90s. This ain't the early 2000s. Them days over with. We live in a time now. We call it what it is. Some of y'all don't want to do that, though. But this man sat down. The same man that don't want to marry the woman he been with forever will say he want to sit down with Diddy for $1 million. Basically, he trying to say that Diddy got so much knowledge and information on life in the game. He'd rather sit down and get that knowledge from Diddy instead of getting $1 million. That's not a grown man talking like a clown. Mind you, Jimmy is closer to 50 than 40, talking like a clown. It's called riding another man nuts. Because Puff ain't going to do nothing for you. But yeah, Puff let you do the little weatherman skit on Revolt, but you's a doja to Puff. You a nobody. You know why? Because nigga, you been around Puff. Stop playing. You been sucking Puff nuts. You been on that man nuts. So you could have had your $1 million conversation back then, nigga. You an opportunist. You a nut hugger. You're disloyal too. This is the same man that broke up Dipset. Going to Cam saying, let's play it off like we broke up. Clown behavior. The same man that in the midst of the beef, he ran a 50 Cent. when Cam was beefing with 50, who ran the 50 Cent? Jim Jones. Man, if I'm telling y'all, one day my Harlem brothers and Bronx people, y'all gonna disown this man. This man is part of the reason why New York is a joke in certain people's eyes. We know it ain't the truth, but this man has been nothing but a clown. And you still think he real. Man, you niggas need to grow up. He been around Diddy sucking nuts. What are you talking about? You niggas can't remix history. Nigga, you sat down with Diddy then. And now you years later, you a grown-ass man. You still talking about you rather sit down with Diddy. Nigga, what Diddy gonna tell you? Because guess what? Ain't no another man gonna tell another man the game 100% like he know the game, nigga. Because I'm the boss, you gonna be the worker, nigga. So I ain't telling you shit. I'm gonna tell you what you need to know. You know what you need to know? This is what you need to do. Because what you need to do is benefit me. But I'm gonna show you nut huggers. Mind you, keep in mind the same man that didn't want to marry his lady. The same man. That's all you gotta pay attention to. You see, it's like Diddy. These niggas don't want to be married. They don't want to settle down with that chick. You feel me? Then they say behind every strong man, a strong woman. These niggas don't want no woman like that. See? Do you see him throwing up the game? See? Capitalizing, profiting. To this day, still rapping about the game. This nigga got a song with Mano. He's still talking about non-trade. Oh my God. And y'all be giving this dude passes. This shit is sad. Disgusting. I'm ashamed. I don't want no parts of none of y'all. See that? See the clown? See the clown? See the clown? Man, you can't remix history, baby. You can't change the game. You been around Diddy. You see him cooning with the white boys and Diddy. What you mean you rather sit down with Diddy than get $1 million? No, you supposed to say, I'd rather get $1 million from Diddy than have a sit down, nigga. You already been around Diddy. And you the same one, nigga, that used blood to capitalize. You the same one that got allegedly Max B in jail. The same one. You feel me? Stack bundles. They ain't never do nothing with his, ain't did nothing with that man. He gone. Because they was all hotter than you. They gone, but you still here sucking nuts. You ain't even got no pride, no dignity, no nothing. That's why Cam and them don't deal with you. You's a fraud. How many times we gonna understand this man is a fraud? A fraud. But being that you's a dusty nigga from the hood, you look up to Jim Jones. And a lot of y'all dusty niggas, y'all felt like Jimmy was gonna bless y'all. What Jimmy do for y'all? Come on, man. A lot of y'all wasn't in them streets when Jimmy was popping. When Jimmy was doing his thing, some of us was in the street real time and we know what was going on. And we know that man wasn't really doing too much of nothing. That's why he had to get Mel Matrix and them up under him. When he had Mel Matrix and them boys that's locked up right now, that's what got Jimmy through. Because he would have been mashed out. That's why he ran to Brooklyn. Yeah. Man, I know my history. You ain't going to play me with these games. That man Ben turned his back on Harlem when he went against Cam. Then he tried to run to Brooklyn. Man, stop playing, man. That nigga's a fraud. And he's on a wiretap. And he ain't have to go to court at all. And y'all believe that. Man, I ain't going to keep beating a dead horse. But the reason being that y'all co-sign his shenanigans and y'all stuck by this man for so long, y'all part of what watered down New York City. And especially y'all the ones that watered down the blood gang. All y'all that co-signed Jim Jones, all of y'all. Y'all made a mockery of everybody that put in work that's dead in jail. Y'all all made a mockery because of this clown right here. You feel me? And half y'all that co-signed, y'all wasn't in the street in real time when Jimmy was out here running around, going from state to state. Y'all don't understand how non-trade, G-Shine, and other New York hoods was painted all over the East Coast. And he capitalized off all of that. I'm talking about from New York down to Florida, back up to Massachusetts. That man was getting paid on the whole East Coast. He ain't go out Cali like that. When the Midwest got ran up out of Ohio a couple times, he was killing the East Coast though. But a lot of y'all wasn't around. Y'all wasn't around. Y'all don't know. But some of us know. We know about the wars that went on. We know about the betrayal. They the same ones. They the ones who put on Lil Wayne. So if you're mad at Lil Wayne being blood, just know that come from him and Jewels. They did that. They put Lil Wayne onto the gang. That was them. A lot of people don't know Lil Wayne came out. He was non-trade gangster. That's where his knowledge come from. What you talking about? That was because of this man. And that's when you'll see everything became commercial. Lil Wayne took it on another commercial level. But that's because of this nigga. Why? Because they thought they was going to get paid hanging around Cash Money. And you see what happened, y'all. Remember? Lil Wayne went to jail. Y'all forgot. Lil Wayne went to jail. And when Lil Wayne got out, he said, I ain't fucking with none of them Dipset niggas. I'm not fucking with them niggas no more. Because he peeped game. Y'all forgot that? Lil Wayne went to jail fucking with these niggas. Did y'all forget that? Told you, y'all keep forgetting your history. That's what keep making y'all niggas lame. You keep forgetting your New York history. Because a lot of y'all wasn't there. Lil Wayne was hanging with the homies. Jewels in gym and went to jail. Got locked up. Nobody really held them down like that, supported him. But Lil Wayne got out. He blew up to another level and left all them niggas alone. Now you see Jewel's teeth falling out and all that other shit. Because they wasn't loyal. Man, let's stop playing. Even Ja Rule did jail bids. Prodigy did jail bids. Jim Jones, no bid at all. But my point is this: it ain't the fact he did bid, he ain't do no bid. It's the fact that he was the one doing the most. He was the one starting most of the beef. He was the one doing all the shenanigans, but he ain't never did 30 days in jail. See that? And y'all still say he real. Man, y'all dudes are disgusting. All of y'all. Anybody who co-sign disgusting. I wanted to show y'all this just to show y'all how things was and just to show y'all. Look, you see how everybody was family? You see how they all look younger? Look how the game burnt all of them out. That's what I want y'all to peep, how the game burnt all of them out. They all burnt now. See that? They all burnt. See that? Jimmy then, Jimmy now. You're burnt. You got nothing to do with age. Now you dudes burnt out. You've been stressing the game. The game been pimping y'all. You feel me? But you been around Jimmy. Nigga, what is you talking about? But you think you was going to co-sign Diddy because you see Diddy beefing with Mace. And you always been hating on Mace. And all you dudes is old now. Y'all story is over with already. You see that? Jimmy is an opportunist. He even had beef with French. Hating on French when French was on the rise. Then try to squash the beef with French. You feel? See, I'm just trying to show y'all the shenanigans. This man had homies beefing with each other. He did all type of shenanigans, and nobody, man, man, oh man. Anyway, let's continue on. This is what I was talking about yesterday. Remember how we looked at how Young Thug and them still locked up, and how she said she gonna keep them. They're not going to trial to March, and I said they trying to lock some more people up, and people in there talking. Well, in my opinion, somebody in that Young Thug case snitched on his plug right here. That's my opinion. More than 1.7 million of drugs, 220,000 cash found in 2 Atlanta stash houses. Hold up. Now, for those that know about the game, everybody don't know where the stash house is at. Second of all, I can see what this man working with. He's a heavy supplier. And when you know about real heavy suppliers or real plugs, they deal with rappers direct. They deal with certain entities direct. So somebody had to know about the stash house because somebody that spent a lot of money was probably trusted. In my opinion, they are still snitching behind that wall. Somebody in that Young Thug Gunner case is telling that's why it's a lot of drug busts going on in Atlanta. A lot of people still going to jail because these niggas are talking. You feel me? After receiving a tip, like T.I. the tipster, after receiving a tip on September 21st of a possible stash house, police served a search warrant at an apartment located at 285 Centennial Park Drive. During the search, police told Channel 2 Action News they located 65.663 kilograms of cocaine, 2.138 kilograms of black tar heroin. This man is fried. 1,610 grams of marijuana, 127,000 in cash, totaling to a street value of $1,746,281,000. My point is this: he was the plug, and they snitched on the plug. Everybody don't know where the plug house is at, y'all. This was a high up hit. This was a high up tip. And like I said, these niggas don't go to trial. Young Thug and Gunner and all of them people, them 68, 20, whatever, 28, whatever, they don't go to trial to March. They're prolonging the case because they still not locking people up. Them dudes is in that Atlanta jail telling. I know that for a fact. That's why this man got snitched on. He ain't get snitched on by no small paw. It don't work like that. You feel me? But I'm just telling y'all, a lot of stuff coming to an end. Who up in here? I see Rondell. What's up, Rondell? T-Love. Yeah, but in my opinion, Gunna, Young Thug, them they in there telling. If it ain't them, it's they circle. All I'm saying is that Atlanta DA ain't playing, and they are holding them. And maybe they're trying to get their time cut. So they got to do a little bit of telling. So when they go to trial in March, they'll get a couple of blessings. You feel me? Them boys snitching. Because you know why? I can tell. This plug had more money than a lot of them rappers that's out there right now. Somebody told on this man. And you got to understand when people get locked up in them big cases, that's why you think they do indictments when they lock up a whole bunch of people at once. Because they know all it takes for one person to flip. Just take one. They know that. That's why they've been doing this formula for years. In the RICO cases, they'll lock you up just because they used to come to your house and play video games. You in the case now too. Or you let them use your stove to cook up some work. Or you let them bag up some weed and now you in the damn indictment. That's how they do it. They want to get the people that got the least to do with it because they the ones going to do the most talking. Why? Because they only used to hang at your crib, but they're going to offer you 20 years. That's why they do them big sweeps. I learned that a lot. That's why you don't hang with nobody. You don't need nobody in the game. But like I told y'all, the game is over. That's why I'm showing you this, to show you the game over. Game over. And I broke down every which way why it's over. Because the number one reason why the game is over, everybody's going to tell. Everybody is going to tell. Whether they're trying to save their ass, whether they're trying to get a tip reward, you feel me? Whether it's jealousy, everybody's going to tell. That's why the game over with. And I'm going to tell you something else. You got people sanctioned to sell drugs, meaning, we talk about these overdoses, right? But guess what? The agents are the ones sanctioned to sell the work. Why? Because somebody got to put in the work so these people OD. Somebody has to flood the hood. I learned this years ago when it was broke down to me. Some of the biggest drug dealers in the country were agents. If you don't believe me, you'll see half of the drug kingpins they ass got out of jail. Knowing a whole lot of people got killed over them, died, broke up whole cities, how all of them got out of jail. And this dude's in jail right now for less than nothing. I learned this over, I'm telling y'all, man. That's why I'm glad I could talk to y'all. Most of the big drug dealers were sanctioned agents to flood the black community. That's why they didn't do no real time. And with people like Alpo, he just did too much with the murders. That's why he had to sit him down for a little while. But you'll see people like AZ ain't never go to jail. I can name a whole lot of them from East to West Coast. Either they didn't go to jail or they came home before their time. And they were big kingpins. Responsible for hits, murders, all type of stuff. They home now because the government knew this back then. Remember when I told you George Bush put out that crack on TV? They had agents back then. Then I'm going to prove it to you again. They showed you in New Jack City. I told you. They showed you. What role did Ice-T play in New Jack City? The fucking agent. That was sanctioned to what? Help sell drugs and kill. But that ain't the real movie. You know the real movie that showed you it? Deep Cover. The same movie responsible for Snoop Dogg's career. Deep Cover. That was the movie with Lawrence Fishburne that showed you how they will get an agent to play a drug dealer, kill niggas in the hood, move the drugs. They've been doing this since back then. They already showed you that shit. But the thing is, when you try to sell drugs, your ass gonna get life. So that's why there's some brothers in jail for life from back in the day and some brothers that's home. Because you know why? Some of them was agents, some of them wasn't. That's how America been working. They also showed you this on The Wire and other places. Pay agents to do the dirty work. They got agents that claim that they used to have agents. They still probably do. They had agents that was posing as gangbangers, big homies, agents posing all type of different backgrounds. But then you'll see everybody go to jail. They move on. Actually, they showed you that with CEO Chris in the 6ix9ine case. That shit been going on forever. It was going on since the 80s, y'all. I just didn't peep game. But federal agents arrest 3 men seizing about 430,000 fentanyl. See how much fatty they got locked up with? They ass ain't never coming home. Why? Because they was the ones sanctioned to sell the drugs. The ones that sanctioned to sell it, they're the ones don't go to jail. Why you think the number one thing when they get locked up, the main thing they want to know is where did it come from? Because they understand it's a certain line the drugs got to come from. It's all a game. But the game is slay as many as you can. So we, on one hand, we got our agent selling them the fatty, killing them all. Then on the other hand, the niggas that think they're gonna sell the fatty, we locking all their ass up. Plus, they still killing their people. See the game? But they did the same thing with the crack game and the dope game. It's doing it right now. So I just showed you. They pick and choose which arrest they make. But you'll see the Mexican cartels, some of them are the ones sanctioned to sell the drugs, and most of them not going to jail. You feel me? That's just what it is. Let's continue on. They say this is a new horror movie. I think it's called Terrifier 2. New horror movie is so disturbing, people are fainting and walking out the cinema. They say people fainting, vomiting, and passing out and shitting on themselves. They say that's how horrible and scary this movie is. It made me want to see this shit because I ain't gonna be that scared. But they say this movie is so scary, people fainting out in the movie theater. Like I told y'all, did we not talk about this family? We spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. I told y'all everything gonna start heating up this month. Daylight savings go back November 6th. So I told you we're in a dark time, which means you're going to see some of the most wickedest stuff anyway, and a lot of stuff that don't make no sense at all, because this is the month of magic. This is the month of the dark side. This is the month of the Grim Reaper. This is the time of the year for the Grim Reaper. That's why you seeing half the stuff you're seeing. You're seeing a Reaper come to collect the souls that owe. That's what you're seeing. And you're seeing the downfall of a lot of people. Like, remember I was talking about this last week when I told you Russell Wilson having his downfall, and they say that Sierra curses on that boy? Well, here you have it again. They saying that Sierra is doing the most on Instagram, wearing skimpy outfits, doing too much. But what she doing is making Russell Wilson hot, because the Denver Broncos just gave him a whole lot of money, a couple $100 million, and he's failing. He's not getting the job done, and they on his ass. And meanwhile, while her husband is in the spotlight with negative news, she's doing too much, making him hot. Why? Because the powers that be, the massa that paid this man in NFL, they don't like all them extra shenanigans. They want him to be focused on football, win those games, go home, mind his business. They said they already showed you. Tom Brady don't do all that. Tom Brady, wife Giselle, got more money than him. They don't do all these shenanigans. You feel me? Patrick Mahomes, he don't do all those shenanigans. NFL is clean cut. They don't want nobody acting like they side, whatever you got going on is bigger than what they got. Because they say Russell Wilson been walking around like he Jay-Z and Sierra Beyonce, and he been acting very rude and belligerent towards NFL people, players, sports writers. They say he real arrogant. And people saying Sierra got in that boy head. And for those that know about the curse of Sierra, some say it's real, who knows? But one thing I know for a fact, Russell Wilson's career is falling right now as we speak. So I see a woman praying, saying, I hope God send me a man like Russell Wilson. But hey, Russell Wilson gonna mess around, don't have no damn career in a minute. Because Sierra doing too much. You feel me? That's just what it is. Now remember, at first she was more quiet. Now she's doing more than before. So the powers that be, they don't like that. Because you're not gonna use the NFL clout to make your other personal clout and make your other endeavors great. You're not going to use the NFL for that. And the NFL, they will sit your ass down. If you don't know that, you're going to learn, Russell. Watch what I tell you. You pay attention to that Sierra Russell Wilson drama, because his career is going down the gutter. He better win. He better win this week, because they thrashing his ass. You know what I'm saying? It's looking like Russell Wilson did a robbery by the Denver Broncos. And mind you, the Denver Broncos is the richest organization in the NFL. It's looking like he took their money and now he BSing, playing around. And it's going to start looking like he robbed them for their money. Therefore, he going to get in some type of trouble. The same way when what's old boy? I forgot his name that quick. The one that, for the Cleveland Browns, that got all them 22 rape allegations. He played for the Texans. The Texans paid him. He got big-headed. So in my opinion, they put on rape allegations on that man. That's my opinion. So the NFL, if you don't know nothing about the NFL, they shady. You see Michael Vick, when it comes to black quarterbacks, what they do? Sat his ass down for them dogs. Fuck, mess his whole career up. You see Colin Kaepernick, career over with before, all their career over with before they time, because they get rid of black quarterbacks so quick. You have no clue. And Russell Wilson, he about to be next. I'm telling y'all that if you don't tighten up. That's right, Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson, those 22 allegations, they came after the Texans paid him that money. He got big-headed. And when he got big-headed, they put all them allegations on his ass. That's how the NFL play the game, y'all. I'm telling you. Allegedly. But Russell Wilson, he better be easy, because I'm telling you, Sierra about to mess that man's whole career up. Why? Because she should just be laying low and raising the kids. They don't like that extra stuff. When you're dealing with the NFL, they have many sponsors. They have many, y'all know who, you're a role model to so-called white kids and other kids and other families. They don't want to see that extra behavior of your girl twerking all the time. She's twerking. She's showing her body. She's doing the most, meaning you're not supposed to do all that. You got to be conservative. You feel me? You got to be a conservative behavior. That's just how the NFL roll. Because I told people, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you my opinion. The NFL, what I learned, what I was told years ago, the NFL is actually a branch of the military. And you'll peep that because when you go back to Rome, in the Colosseum, and you heard, and you know about the games that they play at the Colosseum, the Sparta, that whole movie Gladiator, that was the old football. And it was the Romans military people that would perform at the Colosseum. That's why with the NFL football game, you always going to know they always pay homage to the military. You always going to see in the NFL, they always have what? Military planes fly over the game. They pay homage to the military. They say that the NFL is actually a branch of the military. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I was told. When I paid attention, that's kind of what I see. You'll see the military drape the flag. The NFL drapes the flag more than any other organization. You also see that's why Colin Kaepernick got in trouble for disrespecting the flag, allegedly, because that is a branch of the military. That's what I was told. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, they don't play with the NFL. You can get away with stuff in basketball, and I just say basketball. Giselle fell back. She's a former Victoria's Secret model, but Tom Brady does her so bad, he said he can't stand to be home with her and the kids. He'd rather be at work. Yeah, that's what's going on. We know that. Tom don't want to be home because we understand, too, that what? That football come with mind control. And what I mean by that, the same mind conditioning they do in the military is the same mind conditioning they do in football. That's why a lot of ex-football players be just like ex-military people. They can't get their life back in order because they be having mental trauma. Got to be hard all the time. People screaming at you, not with your family a lot. They be having real mental issues, y'all. So anyway, Russell Wilson better tighten up because they on his ass. That's what I'm telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Alpha Me? I see you. They on his ass. So that's it on that. So I'm going to do a recap. And I'm out because we done covered enough. And I'm going to holler at the chat. Y'all know how we do. So like I said, Offset is disloyal. Offset not only allegedly cheated on his wife more than once. We know that. He dealt with a lot of thoughts. I'll just say he so-called dealt with a lot of women that was not on the caliber of his wife, Cardi B. So he disrespected himself, his wife, and his household more than once. And while the cheating was going on, allegedly, he still was having babies. So part of that is Cardi B fault too. Why? Because he showed you who he was, and you accepted it. You thought you was going to change a man. Women, you ain't changing no man. All right? And meanwhile, not only did this man so-called cheat, he allegedly cheated with his own people's girl. So when they was at the party, people saying that was a front because Cardi knows what's going on. That whole situation with Quavo and Sweetie and Offset cheating, that's hitting the fan right now. And they saying Cardi B marriage is in jeopardy and she's embarrassed. And that's why you see this front going on. And yeah, she had a 30th birthday party, but it is what it is. I ain't no comment. And I just seen a lot of knockoff weirdos at her party. And when Jamie Foxx tried to get in, they ain't let him in. Try to say he had too much people with him. So Jamie Foxx he said, you know what, I'm out. And when he left, they tried to run down on him and say, you good, come back in, come back in. He said, nah, I'm good. He said, I'm straight, it's all good. He didn't even want to go in the party. I'm pretty sure Jamie Foxx probably gonna link up with Nicki just to make Cardi mad soon too. You feel me? But anyway, they say all this is a front because Offset is super messy and he disrespected his household, Cardi B. He disrespected his cousins, his brothers, his family, the Migos. The Migos is broke up. It's all over Offset. You feel me? Sitting back playing house. But like I said earlier, that's what Cardi B get for running to Georgia, thinking a Georgia boy was going to have you straight. You should already know how they get down. I'm not going to say it again. I already spoke about that earlier. Shout out to my Georgia boys. You feel me? That's what they call it. They call Georgia boys. You feel me? That's how they get down. So most Georgia boys ain't loyal. I'm telling you what, man, they grew up going to Magic City when they were young. They grew up around all that. They grew up doing Freaknik. You feel me? It's a different culture down there. It's smashing is the culture. One of them. That's been going on forever. Why you think that's the home of Freaknik, man? And all the black colleges. Man, it's a lot of history behind this stuff that some of y'all just don't know. Cardi B, she definitely didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. My people know what I'm talking about. Anyway, she should have known better because this Georgia boy is dragging her. Also in this picture, like I told y'all earlier, I told y'all baggy clothes was coming back out. Here go the proof right here. I told you. I speak facts. So anyway, Offset is not loyal. He's Offset in the head. You did. He came between this right here. Because him and Cardi, remember that too, y'all. You got to remember. Him and Cardi been at odds, remember? Him and Offset been accused of cheating with Selena Powell. So remember, they was going through it for a minute. But when Cardi B and Offset was going through their drama, Quavo and SAWEETIE was happy. They were straight. And you could tell Quavo loved that girl. And they was in love with each other. I ain't gonna say too. All I'm saying is they had some good. They had a good chemistry, all right? Offset knew that. You think he cared? Do you see the disloyalty, how a man will stoop so low? Over some what? Over a nut? Over something that's gonna come out you in 5 seconds, that's it? You would throw every day down the drain. That just show you what type of dude he is. Or maybe his whole job was to cause all that chaos. Because now that song Messy is out, that Quavo and Takeoff drop, the uncle and the nephew, they got that album out. Look, and he called all of them messy. Quavo told the Breakfast Club that the MIGOS group is over for personal reasons, leading to even greater speculation. He still didn't go in on Offset yet. But this has been already popping for a couple of weeks now. I say about 2 weeks. I just don't get into that. I don't really cover stuff like this for so much because it'd be more details and then sometimes it do be messy. It'd be too, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I can make sense of this and say this is about disloyalty, because that's what it is. Out of all the women you can smash, why you want to smash your man, girl? What the hell is wrong with dudes? I never understood that. That's just me. That's just me. Me personally, I don't even want to be with a chick. If you was with one of my homeboys, I don't care if it was years ago, I'm good. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I know my homeboy was dirty, I'm good. You feel me? I'm just being honest with you. I don't want nobody sloppy seconds that I know about. Hey, if I get with you, I don't know who you was with. That's cool with me. I don't care if you was hoeing. I don't care. I don't know about that. But if I knew that my homeboy was slutting you out, I'm not, no. But some dudes, they love that. Some dudes actually prefer another man, woman, or a dude. Some dudes prefer the woman that they know their homeboy used to be with. And that's what happened for some of you niggas be pillow talking, because you tell your homeboy everything about the chick, what you think he gonna do. He want her next. That's how it go down. You tell her about how she did this and that. You tell her how that mouth do. You tell her how all the tricks she did. Yeah, he want a piece of that. And that's what happens. That's why I told you, dudes, you got to stop pillow talking. Because when you run your mouth, of course niggas going to want what's yours. You feel me? That's how it works. Anyway, the song Messy is out right now. Quavo seemingly alludes to Offset hooking up with his ex-girlfriend, SAWEETIE. And as you see, the verses. So, therefore, we can say now that what? Offset is 100% disloyal. Don't forget, he's suing Quality Control Records, the record label that brought him and MIGOS the bag. He messed up his group deal, and he hating because Lil Baby in position. Lil Baby and his group already put hands on Offset. That's why he mad. Because ever since Lil Baby came to the label, they put all their priorities on him, and he became the star. Offset got jealous, and he started acting out, disrupting everything. That's my opinion. So he started cheating. He helped break up the Migos because he didn't want to be on the label anyway. Offset is a Offset dude in the head. You feel me? Offset means it ain't always straight. You feel me? So that's all I'm saying, man. And now Quavo is letting it be known that these people are frauds. They betrayed that man. And I told you, in my opinion, Quavo been keeping it solid. Meaning, we ain't see him do no funny business. We ain't see him put on no dress. We ain't see him doing no suspect behavior, laying in no bed with nobody. He portrayed the right image. This the image a man's supposed to portray. It's okay. It's okay to kiss a chick on the mouth. It's okay to be with your girl all the time, send a bunch of niggas. It's okay. Right? The only time you're supposed to worry about hanging with the bros is when y'all out having fun or y'all putting in some work or y'all making money. Other than that, it don't need to be hanging around niggas all day, every day. It don't need for that. You either be by yourself, building your mind up, or you with a chick chilling. You ain't with all that nigga stuff. My home, man, fuck all that. But that's how a lot of people was raised, and you're going to keep seeing the same thing again and again and again. Your life always going to be thrown off track because you always worried about your niggas. You ain't got no balance. You ain't got no backbone, and your niggas ain't going to be there when you least need them. Y'all niggas ain't figured that out yet? Or when I say you really need them, they ain't going to. When a nigga go to jail, who going to take all the trips? Who going to sit in a commissary? Y'all ain't learned this yet? So that's why when I see a man always, get to the bag with his woman, that's a right formula. Because Quavo ain't been in no shenanigans. But Offset has been messy the whole time. So maybe he was jealous. And he didn't know he had a chick from the Bronx. You ain't know that was going to be some real work, did you, Offset? So we already know that house is chaos. And they were just having kids to throw it all off. Because some people think in their mind that kids going to bring us closer together. You still believe that dumb shit too? That's what your grandmama thought and your mama thought. Having more kids does not bring a relationship together, dummy. It's called either marriage counseling or it's called go your separate way. Not having more kids, that's what's called a dysfunctional home. So they was trying to portray a perfect image, right? Meanwhile, Quavo already had the perfect image. Because you got to remember, they was on the rocks. This nigga kept getting caught cheating. Man, they was all over the place. Meanwhile, this man was happy. So maybe Offset knew something. Maybe he was jealous, and maybe he wanted to destroy the Migos anyway, and he was hating on Quavo. You feel me? Showing you disloyalty. And that's that on that. Also, I showed you how Twitter been cooking their ass. Offset sneaking out the house to cheat while Cardi B beefing on Twitter because he knows she kind of off in the head. He knows that. He probably like when she be beefing with Nicki because that's a distraction for him. I agree. You feel me? I told you that she don't do nothing. Most of these, they don't do nothing but be in the house all day. So they got to be on social media all day. And therefore, they teach you to be in the house all day and following them. Because they don't got to do nothing with their life. They already paid. But they be in the house bored. They be in the house like prisoners, and their whole job is to be online trolling all day and distracted. And Offset know that. That's why she be online beefing with Nicki. That nigga slide out the back door. Everybody knows this already. Like I told you, all this stuff already been going on, man. It's just hitting. It's coming to the fan now. It's all coming out. You feel me? Offset is a dirty dude. He disloyal and he foul. But he represent a lot of foul dudes. That's all it is. I also spoke about how The algorithm, all this social media is being hot. It's hot right now. And at the same time, Tasha K is being watched because Cardi B, within that lawsuit, she got the courts looking at her YouTube revenue. So anytime she make money, she can garnish her wages, which means Cardi B has a direct connect with Google and YouTube, which is making it hot because all this represent, in my opinion, you can't say what you want to say on YouTube no more. That's what it represents to me. All this is making it hot. Why? Because it's dealing with millions now. And they try to control people talking about celebrities, the elite, and the stuff that they be doing. They try to silence it all. I told you, they feel like the people got too smart for their own good. So when the people get too smart for their own good and the dumbing down don't work, we just control the platform like they do in China. That's what they're doing right now, y'all. And to prove it to you, like I said earlier, you think it's a coincidence? Tasha K being sued, Alex Jones being sued for $1 billion because he said Sandy Hook was a hoax, a conspiracy. That's what he said. I ain't saying allegedly. That's what he said. But he got to pay $1 billion for that. And he been kicked off YouTube. So this is why I know they making YouTube hot. Why? Because YouTube is the topic of discussion in court right now. T.I. is beefing with Charleston White. Charleston White is a YouTube celebrity. T.I. is making a whole spectacle, trying to make it like Charleston White is using his YouTube platform to come at him, his family. See, Charleston White, all he did was call out T.I.'s son for doing shenanigans. He's really a good guy. I already broke it down how T.I. is grooming his son to portray a gangster image because he want his son to be popping and he want his son to have influence over the new generation. And Charleston White called him out on that, him and Lil Boosie and their kids, and they got mad. But my point is this. T.I. is a crybaby because he's saying all the people that he supported, they're not trying to support him in this time of Charleston White attacking his family. T.I. is trying to make it like Charleston White is using YouTube to attack his family. Therefore, T.I. is making YouTube hot. And he probably going to go to the courthouse next. Because that man exposed that you are the tipster. You got caught with silencers, enough guns to supply a whole army, and you did a year. And you talk, whatever. You talk about your, I'm not even going to repeat this stupidity. He wants you to think his money got him out that case and that Crime Stopper campaign. When I just told you, even Ja Rule went to jail. Even Lil Wayne went to jail. Did bids. T.I. didn't do no real bid like that. Not for what he got caught with. But my point is this. T.I. is in his feelings. And he is mad. And he making Charleston White hot. Everybody is making YouTube hot right now. Therefore, the government, the powers that be, they got their eyes on censorship. That's what I'm saying. Censorship is coming just like overseas. And Charleston White is 52 years old. He got the whole country in shambles. He got niggas mad because he know how to pimp the internet. That's why I said earlier, if you notice, Charleston White is the #1 person on YouTube that the celebrities respond to, that TMZ cover. See that? Because he know how to play the game. And I'm going to say it again. If that man already told you over a year ago that he called the police, you should have left him alone. You shouldn't be messing with that man. He told you what he going to do. But he's winning because he know how to troll and get paid at the same time. A lot of y'all be trolling, but you don't be getting paid. This is all alleged information, but they say the boy Charleston White worth $1.5 million. And he does do other things. He does events, but he worth 1.5. You know why? Because he can cool. So because he can cool all day because he getting paid. And his whole job is to piss people off, and people keep going for the shit. That's why I be laughing at this shit. This shit funny as hell. When a man can make another man get in their feelings, to me that shit is funny. That's why I like to make people mad. You feel me? That shit is funny to me. And he good at it. He's 52 years old. Got all these people in a frenzy. Maybe Charleston White is a smart businessman playing a role of a fool and is working just right. And he tell you that's what he do. He tell you everything. When a person tell you what they do, then they do it. How you gonna get mad? He tell you everything, and he do it, and you still get mad, and you still tune in. Therefore, he's winning the game. But he making the internet hot, or should I say, he pissing people off, and the people he pissing off is making the internet hot. Because T.I. trying to make it like Charleston White is slandering his family. And making he making it like YouTube giving him that platform. So all eyes on YouTube for censorship. That's it. I also told you Brandy allegedly had a seizure in the crib. Hopefully she wasn't playing with them drugs. Hopefully, please, I hope you wasn't doing that, Brandy. Because at the same time, Ray J talking about he ready to kill himself. And all of y'all are highly weird. They all weird. Y'all, it's something going on. Y'all bogus. It's something crazy. I don't understand what's all this stuff about. I ain't trying to figure it out. But I keep seeing the same people together. Kanye and Ray J. Now, this was funny about this. Kanye West, your baby mother was first smashed on video by Ray J, and you and Ray J cool. How many of y'all gonna be cool with a dude that used to smash your baby mama? And not only used to smash your baby mama, got a video with your baby mother. How many of y'all gonna be hanging with a dude like that? That's why I say they all are weird, and their days are over. Their days are numbered, all of them. Their days are numbered. As you see, they said that Kanye West having bizarre outbursts and he having a psychiatric meltdown. All because he said something real. Kanye West he does 70% nonsense and he does about 30% real stuff. But he ain't crazy. He just know how to play the crazy role. Why? He know how to use that Gemini energy. You feel me? He know how to use it. Perfect. Yeah, I know how it go. Anyway, then I'm done. I did enough of the recap. We chopped it up. We did our thing. Like I said, you watch your entertainment come to an end. It's all drying up, y'all. The curtains are closing. You take it or leave it. They done showed you so many ways. What up, OG Circle Gang? Remember when LL got J-Ho pregnant? J-Ho first husband mess about, exposed J-Ho, and he was paid handsomely to keep his mouth shut. I ain't know about that. You just put me on to something. I didn't know that. Nope, I didn't know that one. What's up, Latavia? Look, I want no beef with no Gemini, but you know I'm talking about. It go good and bad. Y'all know that. Geminis are good people, though. I do know that. They are good people. They got good hearts. You know what I'm saying? I know that for a fact. But they'll flip on your ass, and they'll turn on your ass. You know what I'm saying? You got real Gemini, you got fake Gemini. I know a lot of people don't like Zodiac talk, but that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Little do you know the world is ran on Zodiacs, but you don't know that, though. You don't know that. Anyway. Salute to LA. Salute to my Cali people in here. That's right. East to West. We all family around here. East to West, everywhere in between and overseas. That's what we do. We pull up, we family. This the crib. I told y'all already. That's right. Salute. I see y'all. You oh man, you going hard today. Y'all going hard. Y'all going super hard today. Two people in one body. Yep. It's a science behind that Gemini thing, man. It's a whole, every sign, it's a science behind it. They just told you it was all bad and they told you it was fake. But little do you know, your ancestors, they lived off of that because they knew how to read the sky. And they knew what each zodiac meant at what time was supposed to happen. They knew that. See, but the people, the powers that be came in and told you that was evil, so you won't have no clue of that. That's why a lot of us don't know what time it is. We don't know the time. We don't know the season. You don't understand the seasons within seasons. People don't understand that. A season is also a time frame. What's a season? For a 4-year term in election time, that's a season. You see, it's Joe Biden's season right now. And they also have certain terms lined up with certain lineups in the universe. It's a lot of things going on. I can't explain it all right now, but the powers that run your life, they know all of this. Everything works on spirituality, whether you know it, like it or not. It don't matter your preference. It's just what it is, because they never
left the original blueprint from when the world was created. They understand that. They understand that if you plant a seed in the wintertime, you ain't going to get no growth. They understand the seasons. You don't, because you don't believe in nothing and you don't know nothing. You get it? You think everything is a joke. Well, I don't believe in that stuff, but that's good for you. And I told y'all, it ain't about what you believe, it's what you know. A lot of stuff I don't believe in, but I know a lot of stuff. That's the thing. I don't believe in a lot of stuff, but I know about it. That's the difference. Because what you don't know can kill you. I'm trying to tell you something, man. Knowledge is infinite. It's all over the place. It ain't nothing one way. I told you 1,000 times. What's up, Annette? Yeah. But I told y'all baggy clothes is coming back. How I know that? Because I know the seasons. I know the times. I see this before already. Everything goes in cycles. The way tight clothes came out, tight clothes out before. Baggy clothes will come back out. Another prediction I'm going to make, eventually bald heads going to come back out. Bald heads going to come back out. Everybody got dreads, watch bald heads come back out. It might not be now, bald heads coming back out too. Everything goes full circle. You might see Jerry curls come back. I'm telling you, everything go full circle from fashion to gear. Why you think I told you everything that's trending now is for the 90s. Early to, it all go in cycles. That's how they work. Everything work in cycles. Why? Because the sun is in a cycle. The moon has a cycle. Everything has a cycle. Nature has a cycle. Leaves don't fall off the tree in the summertime. Leaves don't grow on the trees in the winter. Everything is a cycle. That's how they pattern life, around cycles. Some cycles are 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 1 year. It's cycles. That's why I know it's something coming back, or I know it's something going. I know what I be talking about. I don't be just making up stuff. When I tell you something over, it's headed over. When something's coming in, it's because they're ushering it in. That's how the world works. Because what? All things eventually must die. And when something dies, something else has to be reborn. That's what they was breaking down within that story. But you think it's just about a man on a cross. You don't understand the story of life and death and how things come and go and change and sacrifices get made. It's a lot of things going on, y'all. I can't break everything down. All I be saying is pay attention and watch. Because you were blessed, as they call it, the 7 churches. What? 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 2 eyes, 1 mouth. They say that's the 7 churches. When you pay attention, you will be blessed. You will understand what's going on. But that's why they put that hood over your whole head and you don't understand nothing. And you lost all your senses. Therefore, when you see, you don't see. You hear, but you can't hear. You talk, don't know what you're talking about, and your smelling is off. Meaning you can't sense, because you know a dog senses things by smelling. You lost your senses all over the place. That's why you out here lost. And they know that because they created these conditions. But like I say, you have to save yourself and resurrect your way of thinking. You have to kill the old you of ignorance and resurrect yourself to being smarter and being something greater. That's everybody's life journey. And you got to also what? Bear your own cross. You got to carry your own burdens and get through your own fight on your own, because ain't nobody going to be there for you. That's what they were trying to tell you within all the story. Nobody going to be there for you in the last day. Your people's going to betray you. All of that's right already, written already. But people were so caught up in who wrote it and this, that, and the third. And man, you don't understand science. The book has science, all type of stuff in it. History, you feel me? So many lessons are within certain details. You so busy beefing about the book instead of understanding what's going on. That's your problem. Want to fight and bicker about every goddamn thing. Well, guess what? That's why you're the last day. You don't know nothing. And we're in the time of information. And guess what? You don't even understand that. That's why the powers that be putting all the information out right now, because they predicted that in the last day that the people will be so dumbed down that they don't got to hide nothing no more. That's why I told you the cat is out the bag. I told you a million times. Also, they give you the right to choose what side you want to be on right now, because they know it's a war coming. So now you got to choose your side, because when it pop off, you're going to be held accountable for what side you on. And that's playing out with the celebrities right now. And it's trickling down to the real world. If you don't believe me, watch the politicians. You'll see them. They got to choose sides. Watch the entertainment game. They got to choose sides. Everybody got to choose a side because this thing called Armageddon they speak on is about to go down. This thing called apocalypse is going down. You can take it or leave it. That's my opinion. Ain't nothing to get scared over. The thing is, you got to get real about things. Stop playing. Because they're not playing with you. So, it is what it is. Salute to everybody, though. Glad to see y'all. Thanks for pulling up. Everybody that's here. Salute all of y'all. Other than that, man, I see y'all doing y'all thing, right? Tamara Smith, what's up? I see y'all doing y'all thing in here. Wax, what up? You see they started putting cuts in the eyebrows again. 3 cuts in the eyebrow. Yeah, exactly. Trying to wild out. Exactly. That's coming back. See? Everything comes back around. We started the cuts in the eyebrow. And our parents thought we was tripping. That's a fact. People, I was cutting hair when I was a young boy. And I cut my homeboy, her eyes on. His mom was mad at me. And my mom was getting mad. Man, we did all that shit back in the day. We used to put peroxide in our hair. That's how we used to color our hair. We put the color in our hair back then with peroxide. Put it on the box. We was doing that young. Man, we started all this stuff. Half the stuff you see, we started that as teenagers. I'm trying to tell y'all this. They just dumbed down this new generation, dog. I'm telling you, man. Man, I was going to shop at Macy's by myself at 12. People know what I'm talking about. You remember when your mom used to go shopping for you and take you shopping, and she started buying whack clothes, and you went to school and got joked on, and you say, Ma, just give me the money. I go shopping on my own. And then me, my homeboys, we go shopping by ourselves together. We go to Jamaica Ave, we go to Fulton, we go to Kings Plaza. We travel the city by ourselves at 12, 13, 14, buying our own clothes. Man, we was doing that young, old sneakers, all that. The same sneakers you see now, what, Jordans, Air Max. We bought all that when we was young. We was doing that way back in the young. So everything you see now is nothing new. It's super old. I'm telling you. I'm gonna keep telling y'all this shit ain't nothing new out here. It ain't. That's why I told you it ain't about old or new. It's just about where your mentality at. Because everything you think is new is really old. That's just the facts. I remember when everything that's popping now, I didn't remember when it first came out. I remember North Faces first came out. We was in high school. Them shit was $400. $350, $400. I ain't gonna talk about the polo ski coat, the suicide coat that was $500, and the $500 polo sweaters. Man, that shit is my generation. We brought all that shit out. And we used to take that shit too. Meaning, we ain't believe in just giving them people all our money. We'll buy and take and boost. That's what we did. You feel me? Man, it's all history now, but I'm just telling you, ain't none of this shit new. So when I see Offset, when I told y'all weeks ago the baggy clothes coming back, here you go for yourself. The baggy clothes coming back. Told you. Ain't nothing new out here, y'all. They just keep remixing it to the new generation. This how they cast the same spell and how you caught up in the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. The same way snapbacks had been played out. Snapbacks came back. Y'all remember snapbacks was out. We was kid. It played out. It was all about the fitted cap. Then the fitted cap played out. The snapbacks came back. And now it's going back to fitted caps. Same shit. Cool G was out. Got played out. Cool G came back out. It's called these companies rebranding their shit. That's what they do. They rebrand every couple of years. They sell a company, rebrand, come back out for the new generation. Make more money. Ain't nothing in these stores new. None of that shit. You see, even Gucci had to hire Dapper Dan because Dapper Dan was making that Gucci Louis back then, getting paid in the 80s. To the point where nowadays, you see, they had to give Dapper Dan a job because that stuff old. It's nothing new. You feel me? So that's all it is, y'all. You just got to know your history. Yes. But like I say, though, y'all, we just stand in tune with our history because everything is being remixed right now. That's why I say they changing history. They changing the facts. when you look up 20 years from now, half this stuff gonna be missing information. That's what it's really all about. Rewriting history. That's what they're doing. They're shutting it down and rewriting things. They're writing us out the picture once again. That's all they're doing, y'all. Other than that, I think we had a good day. Good morning, Miss Jones. Salute to everybody here. Big Phil, Jay Goodbar. There's a lot of real people that pull up every day. I thank y'all. I think we had a good show today. Episode 287, all the way to heaven. I'm about to be out of here, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay in the loop. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay right. And y'all know what time it is. Ain't nothing but love. And I'm going to holler at y'all. One. Thanks for the donation, Shay. Thank you. And yo, Wax, you right. And yo, Wax. That's what we used to do. I ain't gonna lie. We used to go to Jamaica Ad, be boosters, snatching hats, snatching bags. Yup. Wax, no. Because back, I'm telling you, it was a time you couldn't just go shopping like that. You'll get robbed going shopping. And some big dudes will roll up on you try to steal your stuff too. That's a fact. Wax know that history. That's what I'm trying to tell people, man. You got people that know the truth out here, man. You had to live it to know it. We was grown, young. We was grown. So I get it. We was at 15. I felt I was a grown man. You couldn't tell me nothing, and I was ready to fight grown men back then. So that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? All this new dumbed down stuff. That's different talk. It's different talk. We was knocking grown people out back then. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's how we got our clout up, knocking out old heads. That's what we used to do and jump old heads. Period. So when you got dudes online talking about what they was doing at 16 fit, man, and we was doing none of that. We was grown men at that age. You know, our moms had to get us to come in the crib. Your people had to come outside looking for you to make you come in the house. I thought I was grown, staying out to 12. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. I don't know what they was doing other places, but I know we was grown, period. We was, you know what I'm saying? That's it. And that's why they had to set all them traps, because they had to take that generation out, because we was too smart and too good and too smart for, you know what I'm saying? Too smart, too thorough for our own good. And they knew we was going to grow up to be strong men. That's why they started setting all them traps. We was too grown young and too smart. And we used to listen to our elders. That's why we had a lot of game. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So I had to speak on that because I see what you said, Wack. You said something real. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That E trade, that J trade. But like I say, back then you had to be somebody when you were shopping, or you had to have somebody real with you, or you had to go, we used to go shopping deep because you will get jacked trying to go shopping. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Salute though. It's another history lesson. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I told you, y'all add me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.